President Biden announced details of the American Rescue Plan shortly before entering the White House, but it wasn't until March 13th that he was able to sign it into law after protracted negotiations in Congress. Without any Republican support in the Senate, President Biden was forced to push the package using the reconciliation process. The $1.9 trillion stimulus package was one of the largest of its kind in American history, and it provided direct support in the form of stimulus checks and the Reform Child Tax Credit. So in total, these two programs alone could be worth over $12,000 to a typical family. Two of the most notable elements of the recent relief bill were the stimulus checks and the monthly payments for the child tax credit recipients, both of which were more generous than their predecessors. The third round of stimulus checks provided $1,400 for individual taxpayers with an adjusted gross income of less than $75,000 and $1,400 each for married couples earning less than $150,000 per year.
943,000 jobs created is decisive proof that the Biden administration and the Democrats' Build Back Better economy is working. Under President Biden, under the Biden-Harris administration, the Democratic majorities in Congress, we've seen millions of good-paying jobs reported by it was at 5.4%, the lowest unemployment rate. Unemployment at a low, as I said, the economy growing at fastest rate in over 40 years, and the share of Americans living in poverty set to reach the lowest level on record. And now we must retain this growth, and we have other things to do. As you know, the Senate is acting on some legislation. We will continue that work when they are finished with theirs. Again, when we talk about America's working families, I really want to commend the President of the United States for his courageous action and informed action on extending the eviction moratorium for a time so that the funds can come through, that renters can be saved and landlords can be paid. Tuesday was a great day of relief for families facing imminent eviction. Could you just imagine families on the streets, baby cribs, personal belongings on the street while people had to find another place to live? And children might have to find another school. So thank you, Mr.
For the first time, adult dependents such as college students, elderly relatives, and disabled adults will also be entitled to the payments. Child dependents are still eligible for the full amount. The child tax credit nearly doubles the maximum amount on offer for parents, with children under the age of 6 receiving an annual total of up to $3,600. Children aged between 6 and 17 will receive a maximum of $3,000 per year. As part of the new system, the Internal Revenue Service has begun automatically sending out the first wave of monthly payments, $300 for children younger than 6 and $250 for those aged between 6 and 17. These payments will continue for the rest of 2021, at which point the remaining 6 months of payments will be issued as a single tax credit to reduce the household tax bill or to increase the size of your tax refund. Parents have come to expect to receive monthly payments from the expanded child tax credit, but for the month of August, the payment will be issued on a different date than usual. Last month, the credit was paid on July 15th, and subsequent payments will be made on the 15th of the month for September, October, November, and December. But August's payment will come on the 13th because the 15th is a Sunday. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said, "Now the White House has not made a decision on whether the expanded unemployment benefits launched during the crisis should expire in September. President Biden previously stated in June that it makes sense to let the benefits expire on the current timeline, given the harsh critiques Republicans and some economists had launched against the program over the past year. Yet a number of Democratic lawmakers have called for making the crisis expansions permanent." But Jen Psaki told reporters at Friday's White House press briefing that there has not been any decision about this point in time. When asked about unemployment benefits in light of the report that saw 943,000 jobs added over the past month. Later in the briefing, she added that the administration had not seen any evidence that states ending expanded unemployment benefits early had any impact on the latest jobs report. President Biden himself, speaking on the jobs report earlier in the day, said the statistics prove that the Biden plan is working. The Biden plan produces results, and the Biden plan is moving the country forward. President Biden had stated, economic growth is the fastest in 40 years. Jobs are up. The employment rate is the lowest since the crisis hit. The White House says the bill will add roughly 2 million jobs per year for American workers and projects will last over the course of a decade. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said he plans for the Senate to finalize the bill in a matter of days. The package had appeared on track for Senate passage, a rare accord between Republicans and Democrats, joining on a shared priority that is essential to President Joe Biden's agenda. But senators did hit new problems late Thursday as they worked late into the night on amendments. A procedural vote was set for Saturday. Senate Majority Leader